Welcome to another episode of the Reluctant Adult Podcast. My name is Paul, and I am joined, as always, by the man who promises to only use his weather machine for good from now on, Bill!
Hi, everyone. That's right. And I'll also only use my sun-blocking machine for good going forward.
You okay there? You're looking a
Yes.
little. You look a little stressed out.
Oh, I'm good. It was a stressful week.
Stroke? Yeah. It was. It was a little stressful. It was a little stressful.
I was stressed watching the TV all week.
That's all we did until the power went out, and then it's hard to watch TV. I actually was watching The Simpsons on my phone using data.
Ooh.
Everything else was so slow. I uploaded a video to TikTok. It took me 2 hours to upload this video.
Wild.
I don't know.
That's like
because everyone was on their phones, I guess.
You literally went back in time and had like a 56K modem right there.
Yeah. And the internet finally came back. Oh, it like fried our... Okay, let's reset. Hurricane Milton occurred. I am in Central Florida. We were affected. Nothing terrible. Like the coast got it pretty bad. That Lieutenant Dan guy survived, so good for him. Although I heard he said some pretty racist stuff.
I heard.
Which I think we all expected.
I heard he was a pretty bad dude in general. But
I think, yeah. I mean, usually good guys aren't like, I'm just gonna disobey the law.
I saw several mugshots.
So hopefully he fades into the ether. But so hurricane, what was it, Wednesday night? It started to get pretty rough. I thought we were gonna make it through without losing power. The other side of the road did not lose power, never lost power, but our side did. It was out for about 36 hours. It came back the following day, like 3 o'clock or something. So we were fine. We survived. We were prepared. You know, they always say, like, go get water. Like, the water still works if you don't have power. I don't know if that's the case everywhere. The water still works.
Not the case for me.
Okay.
Not the case for me.
Okay. Well, here...
I get mine
water
from a
still
wishing
worked.
well.
Well, you're going to wish you... made
I wish I had
choices.
Water.
I wish I had water. Shit.
Well,
now I'm down 5 cents and I have no water.
When the water restrictions come up here, I'm the only one watering my grass, so it's okay.
There you go. Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah. We have water restrictions, and then maybe it was up there. I was reading in a Facebook. I think it was our old town in Massachusetts where it's like there was water restrictions, and then there was a tax on water because not enough water had been used, so they were losing money. So they're like, you're going to have to pay us for the water you didn't use because we told you not to use it. And everyone's like, the fuck tax. I am. What is
the
this?
Water tax.
Do you want... We're going to throw the tea in the harbor. Do you know where we live right now? The original no taxation without representation.
The water tax. Man.
So that was fun.
I'm comfortable
We had
with
a hurricane.
I pay the Homer tax.
So we got power back, and then when the power came back, it fried our modem, which apparently was a very old modem. So now we have a new modem, and the internet is much slower. But they were saying that would happen because they were just getting everybody online. So hopefully that improves, or something's real messed up. But
do you have it? Do you have it hooked up to a surge protector, or is it just right to the wall?
It is. There is a surge protector. Everything has a power strip between it and the wall. Most things, yeah.
Most things.
But so that's that. We're back. And it's like, we just lost a week of our lives. And now everyone in Florida is probably going to be in that, like, we're circle back around the first of the year. It's like, what more can we do? It's the holidays. Halloween is like next week or something. I've lost all track.
No, it's 2 weeks. It's good. I was down in Salem today doing my thing.
Cleaning up.
Another swimming pool full of money.
That's wild. Did you beat last week's total?
No, it was a softer week, but it was very windy in the streets of Salem. It's very windy.
Huh. You should have like a kite. You should be selling kites. You should have like a merch table, like wrestlers. You like sell 8x10s. That's what you should do. You should have autographed 8x10s. Bring out like a whole folding table full of merch.
Oh, the merch. Yeah. Someone said, "Hey, you should take that initial money and flip it into T-shirts and then sell the T-shirts." And I was like,
invest in yourself.
I was like, that's a lot of quick turnaround. I don't know.
No, you know what you can do? You can use one of those like cafe press shirt sites.
You could.
You
yes,
just
of course.
give them the QR code, and then they can order the sizes. Because you don't want to have to guess people's sizes.
We've thought of this, and it's one of those instances where what trends the trademark.
Sure.
Like, yeah. So.
Yeah. Maybe
it's all right.
The juice is not worth the squeeze on that one.
Fair enough. I like it.
You should create your own horror icons. Would they enjoy that? Would
should.
people be like, "Oh, here's a musty clown."
Musty the clown.
Musty the clown.
No, I got
here's imitation leather face.
I like that even better.
He's vegan.
Croc face instead of Jason. Croc face.
See, this is great. This would do gangbusters up there. But yeah, we've pretty much thrown the towel in on Halloween this year because it's like there could be another hurricane. We didn't get rid of the sandbags. We kept them. I did the sandbags for the first time. This is probably the worst part of this whole thing. We waited in line in our car 3 hours to get 10 bags of dirt.
Why didn't you just go down to one of your... Oh, you live in Central, so why would you have a beach? Just raided the beach.
It's not even sand. It's dirt from construction sites. It's literally dirt. We could have got pillowcases. How many hours did you wait?
How many hours?
3 hours in the car.
Holy
the day
God!
Before hurricane
for 10.
For 10, which was all we needed because it was just the one door that has trouble. But it was fine. It was great, and now we have them for the future. But I was like, this was not a good idea because we were so hungry. We didn't bring food, and we couldn't get out of line. No. We needed our damn sandbags. And then I had the best taco meal.
Of sand.
I had the best Taco Bell meal after. It was delicious. Yeah.
Nice.
My wife has rediscovered Taco Bell, so now we can both go because I've always loved Taco Bell. But she was always like, ew. But now she loves it too because it's amazing. It's the best fast food. It's also like the most affordable. It's like there's nothing bad. I mean, the diarrhea is not great. But like, the prior part, up until leaving the restaurant, everything is fantastic.
Taco Bell was what helped my wife induce labor for our first kid.
Wow.
Yeah.
We both had the hot sauce.
We had the five, what was it, the Biggie box or whatever they call it? The grande meal?
No, grande. That's
$5 something.
You got to think outside the bun, man. There's no Biggie box. That's like Wendy's or Burger King.
Well, what the heck? I forget what they called it. I think it's still around.
They're always changing. They're always changing their menu, though, and there's like stuff I really like, and then I go the next week and it's gone. And there's something else I like, because it's all essentially the same, like bread and meat and cheese. It's essentially all the same, but there were some good items, and I wish they would come back. There was some other fast food news this week. Wendy's is doing their SpongeBob-inspired meal.
Yes.
But it's not like a kid's meal, because there's no toy. There's a pineapple Frosty, and then it's just their normal burger with a sauce, which is not even like a new sauce, apparently.
No. Isn't it like Big Mac sauce or something similar to
It's like a sauce that they've used before, from what I read. They didn't even color the bun. It seems like the laziest promotion. It's running
concurrently with the Wednesday
at
meal
Burger
King, which has its own. It's like a total meal. Like everything is themed,
right?
And then there's like
purple.
Little. The bun is purple. There's churros with a character. There's a special shake, and there's toy premiums like collector premiums.
Is it based off the cartoon? Or
it looks like the cartoon.
Movie?
It looks like it is the animated movie, but at the same time, I think it's pulling from a lot of things. Well, they're gearing up for season 2 of Wednesday,
right? But it's not. The designs are cartoons, so it's like not based on the actress.
Sure, I'm just going off the Gomez. It's probably how they were able. It's probably how they were able to keep it that way and not have to pay extra.
whatever.
Can't get Jenna. Maybe they couldn't sign Jenna Ortega onto a Whopper.
No. She's got Beetlejuice money. She doesn't need that. Well, I've had my own run-ins with Burger King for that Into the Spider-Verse Whopper. So
yes,
I'm never again. Never again.
No, you couldn't find one. You couldn't find one to save your life anyway. So they're always closed on you.
Yeah, they're always closed or
yeah.
Risky, you know what I'm saying? It's like, is this
sure.
like an operating? Is this like a functioning operating restaurant, or is this like a front? Is like you get your Mr. Beast burgers here too, or whatever his ghost kitchen thing is?
Oh yeah, no kidding.
I don't know. Well, we've got a lot of big news this week, so let's get into it.
So much.
Coming up, couple weeks. If you've ever wanted to own a piece of Power Rangers history, now is the time, because Hasbro, they're not selling any new toys, but they are selling off their entire back catalog of costumes and props. So you can go on Heritage. You can go on Heritage auctions right now. Type in Power Rangers, and you will find hundreds of items. They've kept stuff from the very beginning, and they have the suits that the actors wore. They have suits that the stunt performers wore. And on the 18th of October, they're all gonna be auctions, and it's interesting that they're doing them all at once, because unless some billionaire comes in and has the funds to buy everything, it does seem like, people are going to have to pick what they want. And I don't know how long all the auctions run, but we're talking some big money here. We're going to see how much money the Power Rangers community has.
Oh.
But there's a wrinkle to this. So, obviously, this sort of signals that Hasbro does not have any plans to do anything else with Power Rangers. Whether they license it out, like they're doing with the toys, they could license out the show and movie rights to some other company, but it doesn't seem like they're going to do much with it. And the actors who portray these characters, they're kind of mad because they didn't get a chance to keep their stuff. They just have to go bid. And there's one actor in particular, Orlando's own Hunter Dino from the most recent and I guess last Power Rangers show ever. She was in Cosmic Fury and the preceding Dino Fury. She played Amelia. She wants her costume and she wants the prop. She wants the hammer, I think she had. And she's been posting on Twitter. She's mad that she doesn't just get it. She has to go bid. So the whole internet is like, don't bid on the actor costumes. Give the actors a chance to get them for the lowest price possible. Because it's not like this show made these people millionaires. Like they're all working actors or not. They're just getting money from going to cons and stuff. So they don't have big bucks to drop on these items. So like the community wants the actors to get the costumes, because then maybe they could use them for photo opportunities at conventions, or it's just like a nice thing, like So we'll see what happens. It'll be interesting to see which items go for the most. Like I'm guessing that some of like the Green Ranger or any of the characters portrayed by Jason David Frank, I think his White Ranger movie costume is in there. So it'll just be interesting. It's kind of sad, honestly, because it is like the end. But the silver lining to this is they took some really high res photos of all of the items. So if you're like a costume maker and you want to see exactly what the costumes look like, all like pieced apart, this is a great opportunity. Like I'm sure someone's on there saving all of these JPEGs because they're just like really good photos of the stuff. But yeah, so if let's say you had unlimited funds, you could bid on one item from Power Rangers history. What item would you like to have in your home?
Me?
Yeah, you. I know you're a big fan.
I'm a huge fan. I guess.
Oh, you like Babu, right? We've determined.
Yeah. Is it Babu? No, it's not Babu.
It's not Squat. Yeah, it's Babu, right?
Oh, Babu. Yeah,
Babu.
I'm not used to hearing it on its own. It sounded foreign to me.
It does sound weird.
Yeah,
Squat and Babu. You'd get the suit and you'd wear it. You'd wear it around town.
I would wear the suit. I would
the
wear
pocket
it
watch,
around town.
The monocle.
Yes, and the monocle, and I'd go and I'd inspect
fancy
things.
Space villain. Yeah.
Yes, I mean, I would say if I could get one of the monster costumes, that'd be nice.
See, I don't think a lot of those are up for auction because Japan didn't ship them over.
Of course,
they didn't film American footage of the villains. That's why it always seemed like one-sided. Like they would never like be in the same shot at the same time. So, but there are some, but not as many as there are. Like,
maybe I'd get the Zordon costume from the movie. That always creeped me out.
Oh, that's very unique. Yeah.
Yeah.
It was like a onesie or like
a cloak. Yeah.
It was cloak.
It was like wearing it had a weird texture to it.
Yeah. It was like
always
dangly, chandelier-y. I don't know. But yeah.
Yeah.
All right. Well, that's good. I like a full alpha.
Looked like a lampshade. A full alpha. Alpha would be nice.
I like a full alpha. And then when those Tesla robots come out, I'll dress it up as Alpha and then make my own Alpha 5.
The Optimus robots.
Optimus?
I love those damn things.
How can you use that name? How are they getting away? Optimus has to be trademarked by Hasbro. There's no way.
It should be. I don't know. That's know.
Not right.
Second thing, those things are cracking me up because it was just dudes with like a radio
100%.
Remotely like
They're
talking
puppets.
into these things. They were puppets.
They're not robots. They're robots the same way the droids at Disney are robots. Like, they're being controlled by a guy behind a curtain.
Yes.
It's ridiculous that they presented this as if these are robots that are being robots. Like, no, they're not autonomous. They're puppets.
They're puppets.
Good Lord. You know, that's a perfect segue because we have, in the neighborhood, there are 2 Teslas. There are 2 Cybertrucks. Let me say this again. In my neighborhood, there are 2 Cybertrucks. It's rare to see 1, but to see 2, and they both live in the same garage, which I think may be the only instance of this existing. So I don't know the story behind it, but the people that own it are very nice, and they knew we had kids, so they gave us something, which apparently you can only get if you own a Tesla, if you own a Cybertruck.
Oh wow.
It's a 118 Cybertruck.
That's great.
From this angle, doesn't it look like the VHS rewinder that we would have?
It does. It looks just like a VHS.
Like you would stick the VHS tape right in there.
Yes.
Yeah, because they would make them like shaped like cars and stuff.
Yes.
Look at this. This is heavy. This is wild.
Wow.
So you can go on eBay and see what this sells for. I think you can only get it if you have the Cybertruck.
You need a tiny little Elon Musk to go with that.
I gotta find. I had a G.I. Joe. So I had a Duke. But I also have the, like, zombie. I don't even remember what this is from, but it was such a great figure.
Yes, it was.
Such a great figure. I kept him. He's, like, my only G.I. Joe. This is, like, so heavy, I'm afraid to even, like... Oh, I hit my mic. So, you see he'll fit pretty well in there. A little tight. Ugh. But whatever, you get the idea. This is like the Ghostbusters in their the Ecto one that they have.
Right.
Anyway, I thought that was pretty cool, pretty unique.
Yeah, that is nice. That is nice.
It's fun. I remember the Hot Wheels was giving away the Cybertruck, and you tried to get one.
I did.
Free Cybertruck. Didn't work out for you. Didn't work out. I wonder if anybody got those. I don't know. We'll never know. Oh, speaking of old technology, this is amazing. Green Day Who didn't grow up listening to Green Day? Who didn't have Dookie? Came out in 1994. I think we were in 4th grade. This was when we were in Prescott.
Yeah.
I remember. This was like one of my first CDs.
We were in Prescott in 5th grade. 5th grade.
Really? I thought 5th grade we moved over to the other building. Okay, so it was 5th grade then. Dookie and Jagged Little Pill. Those were my first 2 CDs. Alanis Morissette.
Yes.
It came out in 94. This is the 30th anniversary of Dookie. To celebrate that, Green Day is re-releasing it in the most inconvenient way possible. That's the gimmick here. They are releasing it on a Teddy Ruxpin. You can get it on a toothbrush, one of those singing fish. You can get it on a Game Boy cartridge, a hit clip, wax cylinder. What is the answering machine? A Fisher Price record, one of those little music boxes that you have to crank, and it has like, usually plays like Christmas music. You can see the gears going through. This is amazing. I don't know if you can win these or you have to buy them, but I would probably buy one. This is like, you can buy them, and they're very reasonably priced. How much is the Teddy Ruxpin? $100 to get Teddy Ruxpin. It's a drawing. So it was like you had to bid.
Oh wow.
Oh, you couldn't hear it. It was playing what Teddy Ruxpin says. I'll insert that in here. I think this is very funny. Because it's like, it's so easy to release music on record, on CD, like that's retro. But like to put it on this inconvenient media, I think that is very cool. I'd like to do that. Let's get that Jurassic Park compound, and let's have clips from our show play instead of the like warning, all clear. We'll just have
T-Rex in Sector 2.
I think that would be such a great item because the audio is always so good on toys. They've definitely figured out that speaker technology. But I think that's fun. I think Green Day deserves a lot of credit for that. Something that I don't think is quite as good from a marketing perspective, Nintendo is releasing an alarm clock called Alarmo, which is an alarm clock that has some sort of interactivity, and then it has Nintendo characters that come on and wake you up, I guess.
Okay.
It's $100 for this thing.
For Alarmo?
For an Alarmo. I don't even know if you can play Frogger on it. Play Tetris? It seems a little silly. The fun thing about this, or not so fun, but kind of funny, it doesn't work if there's more than one person in the bed. The sensors, it doesn't work. It gets confused. So literally, this clock is for people who sleep alone. Which Nintendo is probably like, yeah, that's probably fine. That's probably not going to be an issue for Alarmo. There's not a lot of couples let's get Alarmo. It's probably going to be either a child or a man-child, which we fully support. No slander. What am I trying to say? But anyway, I think that's kind of funny. But I would buy like a Sega version. I want to have Sonic wake me up and the ring sound. Like that would be something. The ring explosion, like when he dies.
Oh yeah. No, you need the when he starts running out of air.
Oh God, that's
the sound you need.
That gives me such anxiety. Holy
that anxiety.
There's like nothing you could do. There's nothing I can do. I can't get up. Nope. I know I'm gonna die. There's nothing I can do. Ugh. Yeah. I hope they incorporate that into the next Sonic movie. What a crazy timeline we live in, where we're on the 3rd Sonic the Hedgehog movie. The movie has done financially great. It's like well reviewed. They're good movies, and this 3rd one is introducing the Shadow character, who will be voiced by Neo himself.
Oh.
What's his name?
Keanu Reeves?
Keanu Reeves, yeah. So I heard that. When did you say that? just
right
now.
Before you said it. Yeah.
Yeah, I know. Because what I'm doing is I'm going to edit this out so it looks like I always knew. I was waiting for you to tell me. I was saying all the things. I was saying all the things hoping you would say it. Now I got to keep this in so people know. I know you did. I heard you. That's why I said it afterwards so I can edit it and make it sound like I always knew.
Oh.
Yeah. But now I have to keep this in because now it's content.
I don't know how much editing you actually do. Like,
I've started to do much less. What I used to do starting last week, I didn't even. Usually, what I'll do is we'll record, and then I'll edit right after, and I'll listen to the entire show back and make cuts. So it takes longer than the show because you have to stop and cut and all that stuff. So last week I was just like, if it's good, it's good. But there's already been a few things this week where I'm like, I think I've restated a couple of things because it would sound better. So we'll see. Maybe I'll just leave it in. Let us know. Do you like it raw? Or do you like it cut? Do you like it raw or do you like it cut?
Yeah, what level do you like it?
Like to know. I spit on my mic. On Instagram, I'm going to have that with no context. I would just I want to make sure Adventures in Collecting respond to that poll. Do you prefer it cut or do you like it raw? That's all I want to know. Thank you. Yeah, so Keanu Reeves is going to be in that. Yeah.
Oh, very good. Hey, Paul.
Do you have a segue to something you would like to talk about?
Well, sure.
Oh, great.
Are you
Mm-hmm.
I am not a practicer of this faith, but do you practice Life Day?
No, I am agnostic for all made up religions, which is all of them. So, yeah.
Yeah. So,
But that's a Star Wars thing, right?
It is. The Star
Even though
Wars
it's the
holiday
Christmas special. Or is it the holiday special? It's the Christmas special.
It's called the holiday special because
the
Wookiees don't celebrate Christmas; they celebrate Life Day, and it aired 1978 on November 17th. So,
damn, I thought it was Christmas.
My kid and I were at Ollie's a couple weeks ago, and I've had this for a while. We were checking out the kid checking us out was like, wow, you got a lot of Star Wars. Do you want to see our advent calendar? And I was like, oh, sure, Star Wars advent calendar. That might be fun. So she's like, I don't even think I can leave my register to show you this. And I'm like, I think you can do it. Let's go. Let's go. She's like, I don't know if I can leave my register. And I'm like, it's okay. I'll vouch for you. So she brings me over there and we find this Star Wars Life Day pop-up book.
Wow.
And I didn't even know this existed. Again, it was at Ollie's. It was $6. I just popped it open, and you get.
Ollie's has an underrated book section. Look at that.
Oh, they really do. You get a tree and 24 little pop-outs for the Wookiees, and I don't even know what the pop-outs are.
It's an advent calendar, so there's like
it's an
prizes.
advent calendar.
They're gifts. I thought it was like a chapter book.
I bet they're ornaments for the tree.
You think they're paper? Guess. It's not chocolate.
Yeah, it's probably paper.
You're not gonna pop one out. You're not gonna pop one out.
Should I pop it out, guys?
We gotta see it.
Let's do number 1 because number 1's always exciting.
No, do 13. We're gonna do this Lucky live. 13. All right.
Now we're doing 1. Oh my goodness!
It's like a whole thing.
That's like a big old fold out. And look, it was a little crappy paper ornament.
Is it for your tree or that tree?
I believe it's for this tree. I'm not putting this on my Christmas tree.
It's run out of space.
Okay, you get like a little
it explains
comic book, the Life Day pop-up book.
All right, that was. Let's confirm that they're all shitty. Let's do one more.
All right,
do 25.
No, there is no 25. It ends at 24.
Listen, I told you I don't know how religion works.
We're going to number. Let's see. We're going to do 17 because that's a date close to you.
It's my birthday.
Correctamundo. Correct. It's the day after. Oh, great. And I wrecked the damn thing. Your birthday's ruining my advent calendar.
No, it's not worth anything. You can't sell it. You can't resell it.
Oh, my God. This one's like legit like stuck. No.
It's chocolate. It's frozen.
It's like my. Oh, God. Would never trust Ollie's. Oh, yay.
What do you got?
It's a crummy ornament.
No.
But it's got a Wookiee holding a ball.
How much was it? How much you pay?
This was $6. This was
okay.
Just,
that's fine then. That's fine.
Yes,
that's
fair.
A fun activity for a day.
Yes.
Rip them all open.
So
watch the other other 23 are like really good things.
Yes, of course. So at your Ollie's if you want it.
There you go. Check it out. Not quite as exciting as like the Lego Advent Calendar, which I think is the best. No, the Star Wars Lego holiday
my sister just got me a 13 days of Funkoween or whatever you want to call it. It's the Simpsons Treehouse of Horror.
Oh,
Terror Pops.
It's a Funko thing, and they're all Funko.
It's a Funko
Pops?
thing.
Like
yeah, they're all
pops.
Yeah, they're like the size above the mini pop.
What?
Or whatever those. So you know how they have those.
No, those are itty bitty.
Bitty pops. Those bitty pops. Are bitty. Yeah, I think it's the size minis. Above.
Yes, those are called mini because we got the Pokemon one last year.
Oh, okay.
And they're great. I mean, it's a good value for what you get.
That is a good value. So it comes with 14 characters.
Well, that's not enough days.
Well, it's 13 days of Halloween, so it's one extra.
Oh.
But the crummy thing is, and I shouldn't say crummy because it was a great gift, is that on the box it literally shows you all the characters that you are going to get.
Well,
so I don't know. That. I like my advent calendar with a little bit of surprise to it.
You didn't have to look. You didn't have to look. You could have put some tape over it or something.
They're all on the box. Well, that was the funny thing. I thought you sent it to me at first, which was great. Like, So I just have like confusion because it's like I never get toys delivered to the house unless they're from Paul, myself, or
nobody
the
in
toy
your life
company.
buys you toys.
Well, I sent you a message first, and you're like, no, dog. And then I send one to my brother. I go, hey, did you send me a gift? And he goes, no. But I did send you a GIF, like text, text.
Even better.
And I was like, no, wait, no, he didn't. He wasn't that clever. He said, no, I sent you a YouTube link though, and I'm like, God, a YouTube link? No, buddy.
It's the gift that keeps
on giving. I asked if you sent
Clark.
Me mail.
Yeah. Well, it is fun to get mail. I'd like to get some again. I never get mail anymore. Send me mail.
I'll mail you a post.
Should I get like a P.O. box? Do you think people would if we
No,
put
you
up
gotta
a
pay for a P.O. box. Ugh.
I know, but it's not that much. It can't be that much. Should I just give out my address? I'll give out your father-in-law's address.
Oh, there we go. Would you think that maybe if you assigned yourself a P.O. box, people would be gifting you more things if you were like, give me stuff. Give me.
I don't know. Because I don't want... I mean, I would love... I would love random stuff. Like when
Paul, I made you this. It's an ornament of
that one guy made us stuff. He said he was sending me one. I'm still waiting on that. But the mail got a little delayed because of the hurricane, you know.
Yes.
When little Steve Austin, not Stevie, it's little Steve. When he sends us stuff, he includes a bunch of random things, which is my favorite. I love that. I mean, I throw them right in the trash, but I love seeing them for a second. No, I actually he sent me like the Raphael in disguise from the 2-pack with Casey Jones. He like sent me. He like just wanted the Casey Jones. I guess he sent me the whole Raph. I was like, this is great.
Fun.
I love this. I have it somewhere. I literally kept everything, even like the random Build-A-Figure parts, because I have random Build-A-Figure parts, and one day I'll either sell them or I'll make a disgusting looking Build-A-Figure about these random things, and it'll be fun for everybody. All right, that was a fast half hour. Let's take a quick break, reset, and we will be right back.
Bye, everybody.
No! Hasbro's starting lineup revival was unfortunately a huge disaster. It was probably, in terms of action figures, the biggest misstep since, well, in terms of toys, the biggest misstep since that E.T. arcade game, or Atari game, I should say. In terms of action figures, I'm not sure what else rises to this level. Because, first of all, they were like, we're going to try to attract the sports memorabilia audience and make these real expensive, include NFTs. And then they only got one series out of NBA. They did announce that they were doing football. If you go back on their Twitter, I think you could probably find the tweet where there was a picture. It said NFL. It was coming. Yeah. We were excited. Never happened. All the figures got shipped to Ollie's, where they're like $4 now.
Mm-hmm.
No people
NFT
still don't want
anymore.
them. People, they took the NFT out. They're like, that has more value.
They wanted that hoop. That was about it. I think the hoop was more popular than the hoop. The figures. Yes, the hoop.
The hoop was, yeah, I never saw that. I definitely would have picked that up. Sure. But they are good figures. They're Marvel Legends figures, but they're basketball players. And I think if they had done football and not made them insanely priced and not tried to reinvent the wheel so much, they would have done fine. But, that ship has sailed. But people were excited to see what they would do with football. And a company has stepped in to see. There's a company now. You can go on Instagram and follow them. Collegiate Legends. They are making Marvel Legends-esque. I mean, these look pretty much just like the starting lineup figures, but they're in college football unis where they have, the shorts and they have the shirt that has like shoulder pads that look like that. So it's like that's got to limit the articulation a little bit. But they look great. You can buy them now for $40. I don't know if Alabama is the only team available right now. I really don't know how this works. But I feel like this is the start of something. We could see where this goes. I don't know if they are allowed to use likenesses. Yeah. Or it's like you just choose your skin tone. I think that's probably what it is. But they have the Alabama logo on there. Oh. So I'm very interested to see how this progresses because they look good. They look very good. Not super expensive compared to other independent toy lines. They come with a bunch of hands. There's their hand holding a football. Mm-hmm. So these could be a big deal. I'm excited. I'd love to get a sample of this. If the Collegiate Legends would like to send me a sample, I would be more than happy to do a full-on commercial for your product. I love free things.
You could try to do your own version of stop motion.
I will not do that. I do not have the patience. I do. Like a bad doctor, I don't have the patience. What am I going to do?
Ooh.
No. But I will do what we do and make more people aware of your product so that they can buy it. And maybe another company will come in and buy you up. Because isn't that the goal? To sell your company to a larger company?
Seems like it.
It did seem like. I think that's kind of how it works. Yeah. So go on Instagram. I think they're on all the socials, but that's where I found them. They had an ad. They paid for an ad, and it worked. It worked real well because I'm talking about them because I saw the ad. So good for them.
Good for them. Let's. I'm gonna piggyback on that real quick with small toy lines. This is gonna be great. So I sent you information. The small toy company, Pally Toys, which gentleman he makes these on his own. I got the tractor beam playset from him. They are modeled after the old 3 3/4 inch Pally Toys, which was the UK version of Star Wars playsets, and the distributor for the Kenner line. He's making these sets available, small orders. Like I said, I got the tractor beam playset. He's had the throne room for the Emperor, and he's following that up with. He always has funny non-Star Wars names attached to them to kind of keep them legally safe.
Wow.
This one,
try to skirt those trademarks the best he can.
Oh, of course. So this one excited me the most. It is a Hoth playset.
Oh.
And it features the Bacta tank and several controls.
Is there a Bacta Luke to go with it?
So we're going to get to that too. So in anticipation to this, I have been very excited for this one, just because I always like the Hoth playsets. I always use them for multiple figures and different lines just because they were so unique and fun. Pally Toys is partnering with another small toy company called the Next 17 Graham Park, and he will be producing the Bacta Tank Luke.
Oh, synergy. I love it.
Yes. So if they want to send us samples, we have. We have.
Yes,
so
please do.
The Hoth playset went up for pre-sale today, and if it meets its minimum, we could be seeing it by Christmas of this year.
Well, that's crazy.
Yeah, and Pally is spelled with an EE at the end instead of instead of the original, which was Liy.
Oh, Palee toy.
Correct.
Toys.com.
Toys.com.
Pally Toys.
Maybe we can get these guys on the show, talk about them.
Oh, that's right.
This one's from the UK, so you already know he's magical.
Figure out that. Oh, that's right. I do. I love people from over there.
Yes.
Oh, they got some cool stuff on here.
They do. It's a lot of fun. They're reasonable. The Intergalactic Snow Planet
Tanning Salon.
Tanning Salon. Yes.
I click on it, nothing happens.
Click on the.
I'm gonna open it. Nope, nothing I can do. Can I open in a new window? I don't know. Well, I see it. So
you do see it. Yes.
I see the little door with the snow troopers, whatever fun name he's gonna have for them. The floor is all different, like.
If you look closely, you can see the hard copy of the back to Luke in the chamber.
Yes, I do see that.
So,
I like how the medical droid is almost like a bartender.
Oh, sure.
I don't know what that little station is. And then there's a window. There's an ad right there, guys. Get out of here. I wish they had a door showing the Wampas. That's my favorite deleted scene.
That is a great scene. He was at a convention this past weekend, and he is showing off other prototypes. He does have a Wampa layer, which I had suggested him doing. When he comes, he's very keen on social. He interacts with the people that enjoy his product. He was like, "Oh, what should I do next?" And I was like, "Any interest in a Wampa cave?" Because it's just all the Hoth-centric stuff just brings me back to when I was doing action figure photography with my 1 megapixel camera back when.
It's the best because it's like you have access to snow. So it's like the most realistic. Like the other ones, like, do you have a jungle? Do you have a jungle nearby or forest? I guess you do, but the scale doesn't work. Yeah,
no, it does not.
Luke in his diaper looking great. Right. This is really fun.
It's a lot of fun.
Very fun. Very exciting.
Yes.
Yeah.
Thank you for letting me talk about that.
No, that's great. Especially if he sends us some free ones. I'd love that.
Oh, that'd be so wonderful.
While we're talking about retro Star Wars, I did see this guy. This has me excited. Hallmark. They always put out great Star Wars ornaments. They always do. They are doing a vintage Darth Vader Kenner action figure mint in box. Mint on card. So it's like what we've been asking for. The mini versions of the original Kenner Star Wars toys.
Right.
But as an ornament. Like it looks perfect, and then it just has like the little hook. I
didn't see enough photos of it. Is it one-dimensional? Is it flat?
No,
or
it's got a figure in
bubble?
there.
No kidding.
It's got a 3D figure in there. Yeah.
Oh, that's worth it. It
looks
purchase,
legit.
Okay.
He's got the telescope and lightsaber.
Nice.
Yeah, I need this. Because I used to do ornaments. Like I would buy one every year.
Sure.
But we really stopped. I don't know. Ornaments used to be a big deal because that was the only way you could collect a lot of these characters. Like they weren't making like Gremlins or Disney characters, but now they do. They make them as like real toys, so it doesn't seem as like important. But they still do a really nice job.
I miss my traditional Disney store.
Oh, I miss the Disney store.
You'd get all the ornaments marked down, or they'd have like special sales, and you're like, "It's gonna make my tree a Disney tree."
I don't know if it was the last year that they were in business, but there was one year, and maybe I was still in Massachusetts, or I went back. We got so many ornaments. We got like a Mickey tree topper, the star. We got the rug that he put around the tree.
Yeah,
the skirt, sure. We cleaned up. We still put that stuff out, so that was a great year. But they do some good stuff. Like there was they always had like really fun Muppet ones, like Kermit and Miss Piggy, and that stuff you don't really get like in any other way. So it's sad that the Disney store doesn't exist. But Hallmark stores are harder to come by now. There used to be one on in the mall. There used to be one the other mall. Now they're all gone. I don't even know where the closest Hallmark store is.
You need a paper store.
Do you still have them? The paper store.
Paper stores or
package
Hallmark?
store.
Oh.
That's liquor.
No, that's
paper store is different than Hallmark. That's another greeting card store.
Yeah, they sell Hallmark stuff there. It's kind of like, I don't even know. It's kind of like a
Yeah.
If you were to take like a small mom and pop or like a corner shop,
yeah,
like a boutique, and then they just like commercialize the boutique. It's a little bit of everything.
Gotcha. Yeah.
Yeah.
Sure. Well, either way, I do want to get this. Darth Vader. I want to see how much actually it costs. I don't know.
I think it's $24.99.
But I want it. That's fine. Does it play music or anything?
No.
I mean, it's a little expensive, but there was this guy making mini ones on Instagram, and he was supposed to let me know when he was going to sell them, but he never did. So I don't know if he's not selling them or he sold out, but I want them. Speaking of things that I want, and maybe I'll get, Target, they did an exclusive pop of Bullseye, their mascot, with a little Ninja Turtle on top. Look at this thing. This thing is cute. This is something else. He's in the basket. He's got. I don't think you can pull him out, but he's got the full dog body. Does exist in there. I don't think the full skateboard is there though. Like the second wheels.
Oh, well, you got enough. There's a little skateboards kicking around.
That's true. I do. I actually, if I had my choice, I would take the skateboard out, and I would take maybe the pizza out and just have the dog. I feel like there's like too much going on. There's like a lot packed into this little guy. But there's a full Ninja Turtle body like on his head. It's very cute. So the way this worked was there was one figure that went up for pre-order. This figure. This is the common. They're doing a chase for this set with Donatello. So I ordered the maximum of 2. I guess I still have dirt under my figure for what I was digging up or like cleaning up from after the hurricane. That's gross. So Donatello is the chase. So I ordered 2 in hopes of getting the chase. I did not. I got 2 Leos. So I have another one here, which is fine because I actually really like this, so I don't mind having 2. Okay.
I thought you were going to have another contest for.
Well,
no, you're not. Stop.
I actually have. I have something else I could give away, but let me finish this first. So then the next set went up for pre-order, and it was Raph, I think, as the regular, and Mikey as the chase, or vice versa. And I just spaced. I didn't pre-order it, and like, good luck finding them in stores. So now I'm on the hunt for 3. So I'm like not sure I'm gonna be able to complete the set, but I love them so much. It's like my favorite pop ever. It's like all the things I
about
love.
That.
Pizza,
you
skateboarding.
You could just paint the bandana. You could be that guy. Just paint the bandana.
Some of them have like their eye is winking. I think the turtle is like different on them. I think they're slightly different.
They've thought of everything.
Maybe the molds are the same. I could just paint it though. That's true. Or just like in any photo I take of it, Photoshop it.
The common man wouldn't know. You just wouldn't show them off to people that. You wouldn't show them off to like Sidekick Inc. or anything like that.
Oh my God. Forget it.
Yeah.
So I got this from Goodwill a while ago. Oh, yeah. This is the Haunted Mansion 3-pack of the Hitchhiking Ghost, but it's like they're shiny and blue. Let me know if this is something that you would like, if I should give this away, because the box is not mint. The box is not mint. Just a heads up. But it's not bad either, especially if you're going to take them out of the box. They look fine. So let me know if this is something you would be interested in as a giveaway. Halloween themed, it kind of fits the time.
Right.
I think I would give this away. I think if there's enough interest. I don't know that I'm going to display this, so I think I would rather have somebody that wants it have it. So there's only one of them though. Not like the gecko where I had like unlimited number.
Yes. And if anybody wants me to give away this Star Trek Inner Space,
what?
No, I'm not.
I actually love those. That's like Mighty Max stuff.
It is like.
Oh
Mighty
no!
No,
send it to me in my care package.
Send it to you.
I love it.
You'd be like, "What is this thing?"
No, I love it. It's like Mighty Max, or no, it's like what was the Galoob Star Wars?
Galactic, Action Fleet.
Action. That's what it is. It's Action Fleet.
Yes,
I love it. It's very fun. Is it made by Galoob or Playmates did it?
Yeah, Playmates did these.
They ripped them off. Yeah, that's fine.
Yeah,
that's fine.
This is when they were doing the Star Trek versions, but then they were doing like actual versions of actual astronauts to tie in with it, and you're like,
I don't like that. I remember that. There were like 2 packs.
Want the lunar module.
That's so. But did they do 2 packs with like a realistic astronaut? I feel like or Or was that Ninja Turtles that did that? I remember some stupid 2-packs.
That does sound familiar. I don't know if it was Star Trek, but it could have been.
Was it only sold at like space, like Kennedy Space Center?
Probably. The NASA store at the Orlando International Airport.
Right. I'm just looking at Playmates Astronaut really quickly to see. Well, they did a space Donatello that looks like pretty realistic, but yeah, they did all the turtles in like very realistic space. Apollo 13 or Apollo 11. I don't know. But yeah, you remember it too. It must exist. We'll figure it out. Or someone will comment and tell us. We can know. Okay, let's see. Power Town is a company that is making wrestling action figures. One of many. Right. One of many companies making wrestling figures. But they're actually making some of the more high-end figures.
When they do ones make the wonky them. Legs when they make them in their theory.
Yes. Series 1 of their initial shipments of Series 1 had legs that would break if you tried to bend them.
Yes.
Which is also like what happens with the Super 7 Power Rangers that I got, and there was no recall on those. But if you did, I got a replacement. So I'm not saying
Power Town did you
there
right.
just was no like statement. So Power Town, they didn't ship those out. They went back, redid it, re-engineered, like changed the plastic types so that wouldn't happen. And then that's been the only product that they've been able to ship because they've taken. It's like the Seinfeld thing. You can take reservations, but you're not good at holding them. You're not good at shipping out the product. So there's been Series 2 that went up for pre-order. They're doing like Remco style, which are those like squat little guys that like Mattel does the superstars now. And then they did a 2-pack of Matt and Brian from the Major Wrestling Figure Podcast. And I ordered that years ago at this point, at least last year. And it was supposed to be out earlier this year. And then they announced delays. It was going to be delayed until September of this year, which already happened. And then they announced they were giving us a little coin, a challenge coin, because of the delay as a little like make good. They announced today that because of the waits, if you ordered one product that is part of the current pre-orders, they are letting you get a free figure from Series 1 of Power Town. So you can go back and get Luthez? I don't know. I forget. Older guys. They're older characters. So they announced that, and people were like, "Oh, what a good company!" And then the other shoe dropped, and they announced the new timetable for the product, and the 2-pack with Matt and Brian now is coming out in January. So I don't know. It seems hard to have a toy company. It seems difficult working with these factories.
Where's Flipor?
But where's Flipor? Yeah, I don't know. I haven't been keeping up on Flipor. Maybe Matt Hatter can let us know. But so free figure, but then like more waiting. At this point, I forgot I ordered the thing. I think a lot of people forgot they ordered the thing. So the free figure will probably ship well before the actual product we ordered. And maybe we'll get the free product and be like, this kind of sucks. I don't want this. And cancel can we cancel our order once we get the free toy? I wonder if that's going to be a thing. I wonder if they've thought that one through. But I mean, they had to do something. People probably were already canceling. Like you can't make me wait 2 years for a product that you said would be out in 6 months. It would have been one thing if we knew from the start that it was going to take this long, but to say we'll have it in hand and keep pushing that release date back and back and back. Yeah, you can't do that. That's not how the world works. But they're trying their best. Once the product comes, it seems like it's high quality. We'll see. Hope they're taking their time with this one. But it is what it is. Free toy.
It is what it is.
There you go.
Free.
It's a free. It's an interest-free loan we've given them, essentially. The other side of this, I wonder if the people who were trying to flip those Series 1 figures are mad because now the value is going to go.
Sure.
So you can't please everybody.
No, you can't.
You can make everybody mad though. I think you can accomplish that. What is this? Forget about the Book of Boba Fett.
Oh my!
This is the bin of Boba Fett.
So while you were without power on Facebook, at least I was scrolling through, and we'll have to find the photo. People were reporting finding just a solid bin of that deluxe Black Series Boba Fett.
Yes,
and the price was $1.
$1.
$1 per
Why do
Fett.
they hate that figure so much?
I don't know. I think they just made so much of that figure. But that was the one that was like $5 on Walmart. And then people were saying that the bin was AI generated. And then the argument was, no, if you go real close, you can make out all the words on the package, and AI can't discern it at that level.
Yeah, it's not good with words.
So it's just
what
solid
store
bin.
Is selling them for $1?
Oh, that sucks. It was
So
like
it's
an
not
independent.
Ollie's. It was like another store, another chain. Yeah,
was it a chain?
I definitely would have picked. I think because I've seen people post this.
Yeah.
I've seen them on the shelves, and I think they were $5 at one point. But if they're $1 now, like just buy them for Toys for Tots. I mean, it's a good toy. It's a Hasbro product. It's Star Wars. It's Boba Fett. Comes with some guns. Like, it's fun. It's wild.
It's fun. It's definitely worth $1.
It's definitely worth $1. You can customize that. You can make it a character you want it to be. Younger Boba Fett.
You put you put your head on it, so it's just a Mandalorian.
Put your head on it.
Put your
you can
selfie series
take
on
the
there.
head. You can take the head and put it on your clone trooper, so you have a painted head. That's a good idea, right?
Oh, wow, yeah.
Because the unpainted heads are under there. That's a good idea.
Yes, that's a great
For
idea.
$1? Get out of here. That's wild. Go snatch those up. Go whoever has that. Go find that.
Go buy 100.
At least $100. Come on, you can flip those for $2 at some point.
Yes.
Double your money. We were talking about He-Man a couple weeks back, and we were trying to remember. I was trying to remember the like brown He-Man or something, and you were like, "Oh, there was that digital video game He-Man collectible thing, right? Cryptoys." And I vaguely remembered that. We went on their website, and I was surprised to see that this was a product that actually happens. That seems to still be happening. They have like the Star Wars license. They have Disney characters. Like, this is a legit thing. And I was like, I'm still not sure, because it's like I hear NFT, and I'm like, well, this is definitely like, you know, crypto bros just like laundering money. Like there's, I just, you know, I think at this point, if you hear NFT, you're either like, yeah, I'm part of that, or you're like, no thanks, I don't want any part of that. And it's very divided. But the somebody from Cryptoys reached out to us on Instagram, which is why I love doing this show, because we get to talk right to the people and then we connect. And they offered up their founder. Is that who it was?
Co-founder.
Oh, this company was co-founded.
Yes.
The gentleman's name is Will Wienerrub. Is that right? Will Wienerrub, which sounds like a Moe's prank call. I'm looking for. I have someone here. Will Wienerrub. Is that anybody? Will Wienerrub? Does that sound like anybody you know?
Mo
Will
maybe out back.
No, Will Wienerrub.
Wienerrub.
There's no E. Oh, no, it isn't. So it could be Wienerrub. Wienerrub. We'll find out, because we are going to hopefully speak to this gentleman, and he will explain explicitly if his company is just exists for money laundering purposes.
By
the
the end, we will either be buying into this or not buying into it.
Yeah.
By the end of that interview.
Because here's the thing. I could care less about getting like free stuff from this company, because I don't care. Maybe I will care after we talk to him, but I'm definitely not doing this to like in exchange for Cryptoys. Like, I don't want that. So you could be pretty confident that we're gonna be this is gonna be a legitimate conversation and not just us promoting his company. So we have there's a lot of interviews coming up. We have to reschedule our interview with the gentleman from Nacelle, because it happened on the day of the hurricane. So
yeah.
And then we still haven't talked to Dan Larson. He's playing hard to get. And then we also have to talk to the toy hunting stripper.
Yep, that's on the docket.
Bella's
whenever
toy
we can
chest.
Get Bella's
I forgot
toy
about
chest.
her.
Oh,
I think we need to transition to just the interview show.
Hopefully she's okay. She's in Florida too.
You know, I should. That would actually be really nice. If no, you reach out.
I'll reach
out
on
her.
Oh, perfect.
You reach out. You're more familiar with her.
Did she direct message us, or did we?
I thought you were gonna say, did she direct? Like, oh, she's a director now.
No,
I know sometimes
should we ask
when they
her
retire
brother?
from acting, they become the director. Should we ask her brother?
Yeah,
she did direct message us through the Facebook, which you don't have access to. I could give you access to it. She might actually on TikTok. I feel like we are friends with her.
Okay.
Also on Instagram.
We'll find her.
Let me. You know what? I'm gonna look right now. Right now.
All right.
Because we're definitely friends with her. Okay,
Yes.
there she is. And we are following, and I can message her. And her last post was 24 weeks ago. So we probably should have checked it a little bit earlier, but I'm sure she's fine. She has a website, and then I'm clicking, and it's...
She's probably just waiting for our phone call. You know that old trope where they're just waiting? It's
a very professional website. It's a very professional website.
It should be.
It is designed by Superpowered Design. Damn.
Ooh.
She paid some money for this. All right. Should I click on videos? I'm a little afraid. You
just got that new modem. Be careful. You don't want to fry it again.
I know. What's all these viruses doing? Get out of here. Firmware. That's not even the right word. Anyway, what a show. Our post-hurricane show. It's always the best. There's so much more to talk about. Let me see if there's anything I really need to get in here before we
I got to tell my story. That's how we're going to end this.
Okay, you do it. Yeah, all right. You know what? Let's tell your story. I want to hear this.
Well, first of all, we found out that it was not the series finale of our show because you made it. So we are into season 5. Season 5.
Season 6.
Season 6. What the hell?
5 years done. 5 years down.
6 years
is the start
in.
of the sixth.
Yes. All right.
Yeah.
So
I think
so. We get to look forward to our annual Halloween show coming up.
Hey.
Which is good.
Hey. Have we done that annually? I feel like we only did it the first time.
I feel like that first one was just epic. If you can ever go back and listen to one show, go back to the first.
Lord, I would say don't listen to that show.
Don't. It's just tremendous.
Woo. Talking about Halloween. This is from a Halloween monthly box I got. We can talk about that show.
Oh, very nice. All right, so I don't know how often you go to other stores that don't sell toys like Lowe's, but
almost never. All
right. So
honestly, almost never.
So you know how you always say to yourself, when I go toy hunting and I don't get anything, the most awkward thing that you do is to leave the store.
Leave
the assumption is that they're stealing.
That?
All right.
They're stealing. Shoplifting.
So this past week, Lowe's already has got their Christmas stuff out. Their whole display is running adjacent with their leftover, the remaining Halloween. So this year, though, they have the 12-foot tall abominable snowman, which is just an amazing
Rankin Bass or like
yes.
Oh, cool.
And he's not an inflatable. He's fabric and fur, and he works better than those Optimus robots. He doesn't need a remote control. You just
how do you spell abominable? Was it abominable?
Just type in Bumble.
Oh, okay. Well, I didn't remember that. I'm not on a first name basis.
They call him the Bumble. Okay. So my son wanted to see it. We go over. Sure. We look at our holiday stuff, and we're just looking. We're taking pictures, like I'm assuming most people do. My mother goes to get one of those small indoor cactuses. She had one she got for her birthday, and it died, so she wanted to replace it. So she hands it to my son, and we're leaving the store, and she goes, I need to use the restroom.
Yeah.
Will you hold the plant? Here's $5. Go walk around. I'll be back.
Okay. So
as she's going, she hears a gentleman say, okay, they're separating. Mm-hmm. And there's a guy, she hears this. She hears the older woman is going into the restroom, and the guy in his 20s me, which was the most excellent thing to hear, is still walking around. So I didn't hear that portion of things. So I, like most people in Lowe's, like to think about projects and think about things that I want to do. One of those things is replacing the bathroom vanities. So my son and I go to the unfinished bathroom vanities to look at those a little bit, and we're looking at other things. We're still holding the plant. We start heading up. It had been about 5 minutes, and we're looking at things. We're not buying stuff, and the plant's still in our possession. We walk to the registers. I scan the plant. I realized that the terminal is cashless.
Okay.
So I had to, the $5 bill that I had to put away
you had
and take a card. Yes.
Gotcha. Yeah.
So I pay for it. I get the receipt, and then all of a sudden, the loss prevention officer comes running out. Looks at the woman watching the self-scan registers and says she's not out of the bathroom yet, but the guy's up here, and he points at me and then points at the receipt and then says, never mind, it's okay. And I'm like, what the hell?
For the cactus?
For the $5 cactus.
Slow day.
Whew. So as we're leaving, my mom was like, oh, there was something going on outside the bathroom. Yeah. Guy in a Hawaiian shirt was talking about watching two people, and I was like, I don't want to say anything because my mom's the type, if anything goes wrong in a store and she has made a purchase, she'll go back in and return the item and be like, we're never shopping here again.
Yeah. Don't
so
let her listen to this show.
Against my better judgment, I'm like, we got to the checkout, and this guy came running out, pointing at me and Will.
Yeah.
And I was like, I think they thought we were stealing this cactus.
The cactus?
The cactus.
The cactus? And that required that reaction?
It required that reaction.
Good.
It was
you know
wild.
what? That is wild. I am mortified for you.
So
I would never want to go back.
Right.
I think that I'm tagging Lowe's in this. We need to hear what their policy is.
Sure.
Good Lord. Good Lord. Come on.
So like you said, when you assume that you're acting strange in the aisles and looking at stuff without purchasing, they're watching you.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Something changed in me where bring it on. I almost welcome it. Cuz I'm not stealing and I wouldn't. So if you want to make a whole ordeal, the next time I come in, I'll be waving to everybody, waving to the camera. Yeah, you remember? You thought I stole, but I didn't. I'm an upstanding citizen. I didn't steal. Oh, that's wild, man. That's just... I felt like... Did something happen with us this week? I don't know. Yeah. I would not be pleased, though. Always
Thankfully, he didn't.
Walmart,
he didn't startle my son to the point where he was
no,
traumatized.
And that's the thing.
That would have been
where it's think it through. I mean, it's one thing. These people get stopped and they have a cart full. They have a shopping cart full of unpaid groceries. That's one thing. Or they have a TV. Freaking holding a cactus,
little cactus.
I need to know.
I mean, I'm holding up a tiny Sprite.
I want the film.
My son is my son's holding it too, and he's carrying it.
Can you contact them and get the tape? Because I would like to include that. That would be the ultimate. If you could do that, you know what you do? You call the store first of all. If you get pushed off, call a corporate. Tweet at them. Say, I would like to see what you saw that made you think that I was going to steal a cactus, a mini cacti. I would like to know.
Oh, you know what?
I'll do it for you.
I should do this just to start a little something, and then we'll have some follow-up. I'm going to do it. We're going to see how many gift cards they send me. If
you could get that video, they got to give you a Bumble. They got to give you a Bumble for this.
A Bumble would be nice. I don't know where I'd put the 12-foot Bumble, but man.
You'll find a place. Yes. You got a whole second house to put it in.
That's true.
Well, that's exciting. That is an exciting story. Hopefully, we'll tune in next week. We'll have an update.
Tune in next week.
Hopefully.
We'll see.
We'll call them live on the air if they're not answering.
They'll get back to me faster than the Salem PD for taking my weapons away last weekend.
Did they take your weapons? Did you get them back?
No, they just told us to put them away. But that was about the equivalent of taking them from us.
How can you be the slashers? You don't have your weapons.
Well, I choked a lot of women.
You get
today.
foam ones.
So that was the other thing. Yes,
that's good.
It was.
Did they not like that? Did they say no more choking?
No, the police? The police wouldn't know that my hands are also a weapon. But no, the women like it. It's just the weird thing. And then the moms like telling that the daughters like it, and it's like that's weirder. It's odd.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Listen, let's not say it's weird.
Okay.
Let people have what they want.
Let them have.
People have what they want.
I don't mean to do that to you.
Should I add that to the poll? Either have it raw, cut, or choked.
That's
choked. The third option. Or choked.
Oh, beautiful.
You really got to listen to this show to understand what we're talking about this week. It's gonna sound weird if you don't. Well, that's exciting. You need to get some. You need a photographer or videographer with you for these events to capture these things.
I know the pictures don't do it justice. Yes, it's true. I mean, there's several places you can go to. Oh, that'd be nice.
Yeah. Right?
Yeah.
I want to time it next year. I'll be up there this time, and I'm gonna go with you, and I'm gonna film it.
Oh, perfect! Film it.
We're gonna make a goddamn documentary.
Yes,
Blair Witch about this. Well, this was a good show. This was an exciting show.
I'm
a
better
glad I lived
for it. Yes, I'm
glad I lived through the hurricane so that we can have this show.
Do you know the amount of dread that I felt when you sent me the shared documents to upload?
Yeah, I sent you. It felt
you
like
sent me all the edited clips.
Was going to happen. I did. It's like if I don't make it, I at least want what I've done to be uploaded. I sent it to you.
It felt so strange. I was like, I had a pit in my stomach. I was like, this actually makes me feel sick.
You were like checking in on me.
I was checking in. Yes,
we were fine. We're never in danger. We weren't going to have power.
I worry about a lot of things. I worry about you. I worry about your wife, the kids, your house, your possessions. Because I know if it were to happen to me and I lost all my stuff, I'd probably lose my mind. But it is just stuff at the end of the day. But the short-term inconvenience of all of it had me really thinking about you.
I know. I do. I almost like the inconvenience is almost worse than like the thought of losing our lives. It's like
yes,
because this one guy from one of the counties was up there saying like people need to prepare to be without power for weeks, and I was like, the fuck we do? I'll be moving. I'm coming home. Like, get out of here. Weeks without power? I don't even think society could function. Like, how are you going to charge your phone and shit? Get out of here.
I mean, if it happened and you'd be rallying a group of people to take over the people with power across the street. It would get completely tribal. Too. Be like, I am the king of this.
I was saying there should be one person on every street trained to like change a transformer. Like, we don't need to wait for the company. Just have one guy or girl identified as like give them the tools, give them the attachment for their truck, the cherry picker. Get on up there, change it yourself. That's what I say. But thankfully, it was only a day and a half. That was fine.
That's wonderful.
It was actually fine because so many other places had power. Like, I went to work. Work was closed, but I went to my office so I could edit. Yeah. I was like, I'm not just going to sit over the dark. That's what I did all night. The rest of the family went to my wife's parents. They had power. So I was all alone with without Wi-Fi. Just watching The Simpsons on my data.
Nice.
Hopefully we have unlimited. We have a family plan. Should be okay. All right, Bill. Anything else for this big week?
I can't think of anything. It's been a terrific wrap up to the week, and
it was a big week.
Just so happy you're safe. So.
Me too. All right, everybody. Well, you know what we say. We don't want to grow up, but we already did. Have a great week, everybody.
Bye, everyone.